Okay, yesterday's trade. What did I have? I had one win. Execution was not the best, but okay, a win anyways. And in the PM session, I kinda, yeah, fucked up. I took a loss, and a perfect A plus setup I did not take. That's this one. So let's go through the charts. So what you could see is that yesterday's Asia session was quite, we had this move, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we had this move, and London was really slow, like nothing happened, nothing much, until we got to this point. So what do? I draw the Asia range. I set my alerts. This one is still standing, and I set my alerts to, let's say, the recent high. And what happened? Let's just turn off this color chart. NES took that high out. You can see it here. It took out the high, but NQ did not. So for me then it's an interesting situation because we have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a 1 hour level. Why does it always do that? Yes, we have a 1 hour level which is taken for ES, not for NQ, so that's an SMT for me. And then I'm going to watch price action. And the tricky thing, especially in the last weeks, is that there are many, let's say, fake divergences, fake SMTs. So then ES takes out the low, corrects a little bit, and then they both go up together. So then actually the SMT is not the strongest to trade. But anyway, I thought, okay, let's just follow the model, which I did not do here, but by the way. So what I was looking at was this. So there was not really a clear level. Only on the 1 minute I saw a few gaps that were of interest because the gaps should be not too small, not too big. And was this only 2 points? Seriously? Am I trading this 2 point gap? Okay. So there was a tiny gap here. There was a bigger gap here, which normally this would be an interesting level. That's actually in hindsight because this level got taken and then we got also an SMT. So we got a bigger time frame SMT, but then we also had a lower time frame SMT. So I think it's more or less like, yeah, you had a higher high here, while actually it was a lower low there. So these are mini SMTs, right? So I don't draw too much attention to it, but it's just a confirmation that price is at a potential reversal point. ES did not really give much concerning clear levels. The only thing I could see was this drop after printing that high, which in hindsight offered perfect resistance. Then I can draw this. Then you have a nice over under, right? Small manipulation and then resistance. So this is the problem because I had to pick up my kids, so I was a bit under time pressure, which is not the best circumstance to trade. So I have the higher time frame clear, 1 hour level rate or sweep, an SMT price. I had to have some kind of level that acts as a change in the state. So I thought, okay, I'll just take this level. I saw price going here. I thought, okay, I have a close below, but it doesn't feel safe. Not good enough yet, because I was also paying attention to, then you have of course this level here, but then I look for confluence, and especially also that I want to have some extra confirmation, seeing the fact that price action is quite predatory in last weeks. I find it quite difficult to trade. Support, and then we had resistance here. And when I saw this drop and this fast move up and then this drop here, I thought, okay, this is going to work out. I think this is going to provide a good setup. But I had to leave because here I had to leave to pick up my kids. So I was under time pressure, which I didn't like. So I thought, okay, if I get another close under this level, then I'm going to take my chances and see if I can squeeze some money out of it. So I went short here, I think, Price went down, went up, and then went down. And I took out partials, like I think it was 3/5, 60% I took off here. And then I trailed my stop to a little bit in profit, because I was thinking it could really well be that we take out these highs. Actually, that seemed quite sensible for me, because there are still some levels here to be taken, because we had this gap here, to maybe then in the end make that move. So I had to leave. My stop was over there. It got hit over here, and then I thought I think I got like a 0.6 or 7 R profit, which was okay, seeing the time pressure I was on. In the end, of course, we got the move, which is okay for me to miss, because I did not really expect this trade to be taken anyway. So then we got AM session. This price action is brutal, and to be honest, I have no idea what to do with it. So there was a potential here, because there was an H1 level, but most importantly there was a 4-hour level. Let's just have a look. The 4-hour level was the most of my interest. And why? Oh man, I need to clean up my chart. The 4-hour level was interesting because we have a 1-hour level, a 4-hour level, and this aligned with EQ of the move. So there was this EQ to get price in discount, which would offer a good reversal. So you want to take out the 4-hour level, but preferably maybe mitigate the H1 level. Let's go back. I think I took it on the 3 minute, if I'm not mistaken. So price was dropping, and just to get you on to what I said, you want to take out the mitigation, just to have it really clear. So price went here, and I was looking. I will take out the replay button. Is this new? That's annoying. Okay. So actually I was looking for a proper SMT, but then of course, that's annoying. That's new, I guess. I was looking for a singular FEG. So this one was not giving it. The 1 minute, the 2 minute was also not giving it. So let's just move a little bit forward. So then I was looking at the 3 minute, and the 3 minute was giving a really clear SMT. Now the problem was there a problem? Yeah. So I marked out this level. This was the M3 for EQ, so ES. So the thing was here. Okay, so this one had a break above, but ES did not. And just with the SMTs, I said, nowadays they don't have to really align that much. There was also no SMT. They both took out the 4-hour level. So this was just a clean trade based on a 4-hour reversal. But there was also not really a manipulation of any kind. So I took this trade, but I was also not too confident that it would play out. So I took the trade, put my stop quite tight, because I was thinking, okay, you know, this could play out, but there's also a big chance that it cannot play out. I think, where did I put my stop? I did see, okay, you know, these equal highs, relative equal highs in a 50-minute gap is the target. And I'm going to play conservative and go for this level for a 2R trade. This 2.1, but I think 2R would be fine with me. So you can immediately see that, okay, no thank you, stop loss. And price just went on, and then it actually, the 3 minute provided resistance. And what happened after is it created a beautiful manipulation. So it did take the H1, it did move into the EQ of the move, and I was looking and I was thinking, okay, you know what, because I think the 1 minute didn't offer, no, there was no clear gap, not singular, the 2 minute as well, and the 3 minute was the first one. So this was really obvious, right? We have beautiful support. Then we have manipulation, and if you want to see the best, actually the A plus setup is where you see this move, retest, and then move back to, in my opinion, the drawn liquidity. Even though there was a big 50-minute gap here, you still want to go for your chances on it. Okay, so we got, and why did not I, this was actually quite a good move, but there was still a lot of price action within that gap. So what did price do? Price just went straight on through that level, and here I had my order ready, and I had my finger on the buy button, but I did not execute. And that, of course, is such a pity, because afterwards it went just straight to target, which was really, really, really annoying. This one really hurts, because I was actually seeing what price was doing, and then I had to contain myself not to chase it and go long on the reclaim of this FEG, which held as resistance, which you can also trade, because what you more or less see is that this looks like the unicorn setup with a breaker here, and if you close above and then the breaker, you can trade it up to the drawn liquidity, which I think, look at that, beautiful, beautiful, but I did not take it. And here I was actually watching a short which played out. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay, it was not the best, but it was still clean, because I think that offered a 1 minute retest, and then just it sold off for, I think, a 1.5. But this I was so frustrated here that I was thinking, I'm not going to chase here, and I'm not going to let's say force my chances on a short over there, because price was then more leaning towards moving up than down. So this was quite a frustrating day. I think I ended the day break even. Yeah, I think it was a break even. This was a bit of a, nah, I don't even want to call, yeah, is it an A plus set? Maybe a B plus, but that's actually, I don't want to take B pluses, especially because I thought the manipulation was not done yet. I need to wait for manipulation. That's obvious now. And this was absolutely clear manipulation, retest, move up. This was A plus, A plus. Such a shame. New day, new chances.